What up, YouTube Digital? Let's talk about Syria real quick, and people making videos still about it. Uh, okay, if if you can't if you can't figure out Syria, then I'm sorry for you. But I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna laugh while saying it, but Obama played a Reagan card, and he played it so fucking great that even Reagan would have been proud of him. And for the people that keep making videos about Syria that don't realize what the fuck they're talking about, especially after it's already pretty much done and over with, let me break it down for you. We don't give a shit about their civil war. Now, let me take two little fronts here. One, there was some service members, or apparently some service members. I don't know if they're real or not. Now, anybody who knows me knows I don't talk shit about service members at all. But this is a part that in the history of the United States, even before World War I, we have gotten into things that might not have been directly related to us. It's not new. It's not going to be the last time or anything else. If you sign on that dotted line, you don't get a choice of what country you go to. You don't get a choice of what war you get to fight in or anything else. You never have, you never will. That's just all there is to it. To put your face up with signs over your face. I mean, for one, if you're going to do it, do it. At least that guy that's whatever, at least he had the vagina nuts to put his face out there. I don't know. But if you do something like that, don't think for a goddamn minute they can't figure out who the fuck you are. Don't think by blocking your face does a goddamn thing. I mean, I could sit here and name off a few ways they can figure you out, especially if you're sitting there with, all your stripes and medals and all the ribbons and all that other shit. Don't do that. Don't. If you don't want to face being charged with whatever, then don't do it. Because you piss off some commander, some mid-chain lieutenant colonel or whatever else who gets hell-bent and wants to know who the fuck you are, they're going to figure it out. And then they're going to make an example out of you. And then you're not going to like what happens. Alright? Just don't do it. It's one of those things. You can think, what was that? Oh, Jackie Gleason, Smoking the Bandit. You can think about it, just don't do it. Now, the other part of Syria, the part that people didn't get, If President Bush was in office and President Bush said, look, motherfuckers, you give up those goddamn chemical weapons right now, motherfuckers, or we're going to come in there, we're going to stuff a goddamn mud hole up in your fucking ass. Do you think for 1 second the Syrian government would sit there and say, no? Do you think Russia would even open their mouth? Because President Bush would go, fuck you. You're next. Shut the fuck up. Obama is not Bush. Or Bush Sr. He doesn't have that rep. So he has to take it out of the Reagan book. Anybody that knows basic government knows that Obama can go over there and do whatever. As long as he doesn't call it a war, as long as the troops are withdrawing within 30 days, he can go over there without any congressional approval. Anybody that took high school government should know that. But he played the media, and so did a lot of other people play the media to make him look like he's out of control and he's a rabid pit bull. And people bought it. It was sad when Americans bought it, and we should have known better. That trip to Russia was a clear sign of Syria realized that something bad was going to happen, and Obama was really going to fucking do it. And Obama needed that persona for them to realize that. And now they're giving up their chemical weapons, which is all he wanted. Now, as far as Al-Qaeda, I don't give a shit if you look at the Tea Party, the Occupy, the this, the that, the anything in the past, history, whatever, future, doesn't matter. It always starts off okay. Then it's always infiltrated by shitbags in the end. It's why protesting doesn't work. Because people always keep it going too long and everything else, and then shitbags get involved, raping women, destroying, businesses, bathrooms, and all this other bullshit, destroying public property, which means it comes out of our fucking money. Nothing worse than a goddamn fucking piece of shit for freedom who sits there and destroys goddamn fucking property, or sits there and tries to sue a cop for like $15 trillion because he gave him a ticket. You stupid fuck, that comes out of our pockets, you asshole. You're not about freedom, you're about fucking money. Never mind, separate tangent. But anywho, Obama needed to be taken seriously, and Obama needed a street rep real bad. This was a classic hustle. If people couldn't have seen it in the hustle part, then I don't know what to say. But between basic government and realizing, wait a minute, why is there all these people that are normally against him with him? Whoa, wait a minute here, back the fuck up. What the fuck? Why is McCain playing poker? Because it's all bullshit. It was all fucking bullshit. It was all fucking drama made because they know it would make good TV, and they knew that Russia and Syria would buy it. Because what is Putin? He's a pit bull. And when he sees Obama, who's a weak ass, let's be real, he's a weak ass, all of a sudden get backed up by everybody who has the balls enough to pull the fucking button or push the button, that's going to put you in check. My God, he could not have pulled that off any better. I give him props because he pulled a very classic hustle, and it went over everybody's head, including Americans. And that's what the sad thing is when even American service members, or supposed service members, I don't know if they're real or not, I'm hoping they're not real, because it just kind of makes me question things. But anyhow, before you get all hell-bent about shit, why don't you think about it in the terms of chess? What is the reward? What is he really wanting? Is he wanting a war with Syria? We know Israel will. And we know Israel would fucking barge right on in there. Israel stomp a mud hole in their ass. We know that. We got shit here that we can launch in Beale, in California, not too far from where I used to live. Matter of fact, I used to be part of their, I used to live right next to one of their Titans. Pretty cool silos. We went in there a few times. They were cool until they got welded shut, but anyhow. What does he want? What is get rid of the smoke and mirrors. What does he want? And what is he doing to get that? Did he want to send one troop over there? No. That was a great move. That was awesome. I mean, that right there is, you know, like I said, right out of Reagan's textbook. Kennedy, Eisenhower, God, I mean, that was a great move. Even if it was a street hustle, that would have been epic. Because he fooled one of the most lawless countries. He also fooled the guy that hates America the most. To the point the guy really wanted him there at the G20. And for people who think that Russia is going to come here, stop the bullshit. That's Hollywood bullshit. China coming here, that's Hollywood bullshit. Those guys actually, the under 40 the bulk of them love America. If you go to, in the 90s, I went to Seattle, and I never seen so many Chinese and Russian immigrants in my life. Matter of fact, for people that keep blaming Mexicans for everything, the number one immigrant is Chinese. Number two is Hispanic. Number three is Caucasian. But out of those Caucasian, Russian. And you know what's funny? Behind the Russian and the Caucasian group is Canadian and people from countries like UK, France, those type of countries. That's how broken our system is. We have illegal Canadians here. But people don't talk about that. But anywho, when I went to Seattle in the 90s, I could not believe how many Russians were there. I was like, what the fuck? I just could not even fathom how many Russians were there. It was just like, oh my God, what? I got a story about that too. It was first time I got to meet. Well, I didn't get to meet that time. I got to see Sir Mix-a-Lot. But anywho, people, look at the bigger picture. See the hustle before it comes. Because a lot of shit that people cry about is nothing more than a hustle. And as much as I hate to say it, props to Obama. Yeah, that was a great one. That was a great one. And it'll go in history books. Peace.